All right, time to get hot reloading PR'd. It's been long enough. What was I using? Just some example OpenGL. I I think all the Vim editing stuff that I was doing, I think I've finally gotten kind of used to it. I can sort of go fast again. Okay, let's see if that works. Yeah, so that just still does what it's supposed to do. I do think the thing that I'm using to infer errors, which should be pyrite, it gets really confused with a lot of the constructs that Manim uses, so that's not that great. Oh, and I still can't... Oh, I know what I need to do. I have to merge before I start PRing this. Yeah, but it gets confused by a lot of the constructs Manim uses, and so it still like thinks things are errors like this when they're actually not. But oh well. Also, I'm fully expecting this merge to be really, really annoying. Wish me luck. Did this just freeze? Uh-oh. Well, I didn't think that would happen. Yeah, that is completely frozen. So I'm going to restart this, which I don't think will affect the stream at all. Whoops. And you get to see my computer turn on, I guess. Oh man, the sizing is off. Okay. All right, we did that. We good? We good? Okay, hopefully that won't happen again. Get that started again. Open Discord again. Okay. Everything should be fine now. I think. Why did this stop? Great. We back? Cool. Anyway, so I fetched that. I'm going to do a merge. Just merge master. Yeah, those are the conflicts. Those are the conflicts. So I got one in scene.py. Looks pretty small. What is this one? Oh, this is the rerunning. That's a fairly small one too. What is this one? Oh, this is the rerunning. That's a fairly small one too. Rename to interactive embed. That looks fairly minor. There's just a ton of these. Okay, I think all of these merge conflicts are fairly small. But they will be kind of annoying to go through. Alright. Watchdog, I will need that. Time? Maybe not. It says it's not used, and so is 6. So I'll remove those. Do this. That's one down. Saved methods? Pretty sure I don't need that. It's not used in Origin Master. It's only used locally. I think locally it's not used anywhere. Or I think it is used, but it needs to be removed. I'll keep it just in case. Skip animation preview. Not sure what that does. Guess I'll keep it. What do we got here? These both look pretty similar. Just one of these returns true. Oh, and that's what I used instead of the token, is returning, instead of returning a status, I just return true. So I'll take this one, take that one out. It's 2 down. Renaming this, that's fine. So it should be like this. Next one here. Q.put exit. I think, oh, that's on master. So I definitely need that. Saving the methods, I'll save that. This is empty. I guess the new line is little, no, it should be like that. What do we got here? Passing some args. Wait, so on one of these, so we're passing args either way. It's just that one of them is passing the local namespace here. And why did I do that? The one on Origin Master is probably more correct. So both of these are passing the shell and the local namespace. The only difference is this one. Are these just the same? Oh, this one has interact passing the shell and the keyboard thread. So I think I will need the top one. Yeah. What do we got here? I think I need both of these actually. KDargs equals 2.0. I'm gonna keep both of these. Wait, did I misread with this? Oh, this one's empty, so I'll definitely take that one. Great. That's just renaming. Here, the rerun scene exception. One is doing a join on the keyboard thread, and I will need that to do hot reloading. I'll take that one. This is empty. I'm gonna take the one beneath it. Okay, I guess that's all of them. In scene, there's OpenGL renderer and commands. Okay. What do we got here? Only one. In master, there's no shader program and path to texture ID. I think I moved these. Yeah, they're initialized up here instead. I wonder why they were ever down here. As part of init scene? Doesn't make that much sense to me, so that shouldn't be here. And that's the only conflict there. Commands.py. Not this one. Render commands.py. Only one. Yeah, that's where I changed the stat. Only one. Yeah, that's where I changed the status. Okay. This is guaranteed to have bugs everywhere. But gotta try it anyway. It's actually... Okay, that's a fairly small one. OpenGL 20... Oh, that's just missing the rename. So I have this. If I rerun this, that works as I expect. And if I were to change something, let me just increase the runtime. So that works. It's also very slow. If I try to watch the file, that works too. So that's really nice. Okay, and I can quit from the window, which is also really good, because that was only available in the master version. So between all of those, it seems like everything actually, surprisingly, seems to just work. I should probably look over it a bit to make sure I didn't do anything really wrong. For instance, this could probably be one line, but that's really small. Oh, and the path is hard-coded, so I have to fix that. And the handler name. This looks pretty much good. So for example, what do we have here? The stroke color is green here. If I change that to red and just save. Nice. You know what this will eventually need? This will eventually need a way to... Uh-oh. To just preview an image. Maybe if I removed this play, would it just show the image? I guess it does. Okay. Nice. Okay, so, and if I rerun. Okay. Just want to make sure everything's working how it should. Cool. But let me not hard code the name, since that doesn't make sense. So this is going to have to come from the path that the user passes on the command line. We might have that in our config somewhere. Here it's args at file. Then we do scene classes from that file. Maybe it's not. AK007, what's going on? Let's see. It looks like... I don't know if there's any way to get this file name, unfortunately. I wonder what happens if I just try to print like config at file. No, that doesn't work. Maybe file name or something? Yeah, that's no good either. I'm gonna try, looking at the class. So these are all the attributes of the class. Is there anything that looks file related? Log to file. Max files, movie file. I guess there's an input file. Okay, let me see if I can use that. So what did that print? Great, so that's the file name. Perfect. In that case. And then here in scene, the path, I guess. I think this can just be config at input. And then here in scene, the path, I guess. I think this can just be config at input file verbatim. Yeah, I think that's all. So let me try that. Run this again. Edit the file. I'll move this left some. Great. Up some. Also great. It's really fun to just mess with these variables and see it update. If only the GUI worked. Maybe one day. But yeah, that ran into a bug. Alright, so this works now. My handler. That should probably have a better name. And what should it be? I guess just file watcher. So I don't know if this counts as a watcher. This is only... Yeah, there's an observer, which is separate. So this is only a handler. So I should say... like rerun scene handler. Handler. Great. Okay, cool. I don't think that'll break anything. I'd be pretty surprised if it did. What's going to be annoying is trying to get this code to work again with some of the shader alterations I made. I guess I'll come to that later on. Did I rerun this after I made that change? Two times up. Okay, yeah, so that still works. Great. So I don't think there's anything else I need to fix or to add here. Let me look at the rerun handler one more time. Here, rerun underscore file. Okay, so it's gonna read that. It's gonna check if it ends with keyboard. So this has rerun file. Does this one push a rerun keyboard? Yes, it does. That's correct. Okay, this just looks right. There are a ton of unused imports though. Really, I should go through one day and try to address all of these errors that aren't really errors. Okay. And read file from config and rename the handler. Great, I think that's all. Oh, I've never pushed this, I think. Did I? Something about hot reloading? Guess not. Okay. So hopefully that'll pass the tests, and then I can bug people to review it. Wait, where can I make the pull request? Normally a window just pops up. Make the pull request. Normally a window just pops up. Or did I push to the wrong one? I did. It should be -1. Need to fix that. So now it shows up, which is great. Oh, I have to revert this change to the tests and the community colors. But that should be there. That needs to be there. The saved methods probably don't need to be there. It's pretty impressive how small this is. Wait. Changes to scene. Yeah, just instantiate the watcher here. That's almost everything. Oh, and I don't need to call join there. So there are a few things to change still. This shouldn't be here. At all. This shouldn't be here. Daryl Golden, what's up? Okay, so I took out that, took out that. This should be here. This should be here. And this, the saved methods, I'm pretty sure shouldn't. Yeah, I write to it. I save the methods here, and then I never read them again. So that doesn't need to be there. How do you think we're going to transition to OpenGL? So there are two major parts to it. There's first getting the OpenGL methods, or the how do I put this? So there's a lot of OpenGL mobjects, or mobjects that run with OpenGL, but they use OpenGL in a really confusing way. Basically, the way that Grant wrote them isn't that great. So one of the things to do is to make the current ones work in a more reasonable way. So that's one thing. Other than that, it'll probably end up having a period where we just have everything replicated, which isn't that great. We're probably gonna have to do it either way. And I guess as it gets more stable, more people will want to use that instead. Now I see why I had skip animation preview here. This is so that I could control which parts of the scene are skipped or not skipped. So I'm going to keep that actually. I'll keep that, keep that. I took that out. This should be here. I don't need the path variable, because that is only used once. I would like to get the transition to OpenGL started sooner rather than later. And I don't need to skip the file. I don't need to join the file thread. Great, and that's going to make this run. Oh, now I guess I want to keep the test scene just to test on. Okay. Oh, I see. And so I can move these two lines around. And this will change. Basically, only the things in between these two lines will be skipped. I wonder what happens if I comment both of these. It should default to playing everything. And it does. And if I only want to see like the last, or don't want to see anything, I can put this at the end. That's pretty helpful. And if I only want to see like the last, or don't want to see anything, I can put this at the end. That's pretty helpful. And everything is still running. I make this, so that'll skip it. This will not skip it, and it should go a little faster. Great. So let me take this out again. Move that line. So I took out the saving. Just use the config input file there. Okay, this is mostly pretty minor stuff. How do I spell this? Necessary? It's really too bad that we need a cutoff date for Cairo features. It may be hard for OpenGL to catch up otherwise. I think that's true, actually. It would be nice to have a day where we just bite the bullet and say, all right, things are going to be unstable for a while, but we've got to start doing this. So I think that would be helpful. I'd be in favor of it anyway. All right, what do I got to do here? Change log. Oh, this should have a flag. Actually, does this need a flag? Probably not. By default, like it won't hurt anything. If you don't use the file watching, it won't hurt anything. And if you do want it, you'll probably always want it. So I want to add a flag for that. Actually, wait, I didn't even see if the tests pass on this. That'd be too great. I get the feeling there will probably be a few people who don't like the idea very much. But I mean, that's what they did on the 3 blue and brown version. They just said, all right, it's going to be unstable for a while, but this is what we got to do. Rerun preview when so I just say file watching. File is modified. We don't have to follow the monthly release schedule when skipping to OpenGL. I don't think we have to always follow the monthly schedule, but I don't think the two are related. I think it's a separate issue whether to stick to the monthly schedule or not, and whether to do a cutoff for OpenGL, which I think we should. Allows for instant feedback when editing. I mean, in case it takes a long time. Yeah, that's Well, in case what takes a long time? Like if it takes a long time for people to feel comfortable with it, then we can still release on a monthly basis, I guess. Don't have to follow the monthly release schedule when switching to OpenGL. Oh, you mean like you don't want to wait a whole month for it? If you want to do it like in 10 days from now, I think that would be I think that wouldn't be so bad of an idea. I could get behind that. How do you change to improve the library? I feel like this is the same thing.